right, man. Apparently, Demetrius Andrade calls out Caleb Plant. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all the notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. So apparently, Andrade down bad. I think he sent like a little message. I believe he sent the message out a couple weeks ago saying, after the fallout, pulling out of the whatever that Parker fight, he said this pretty much wouldn't be the end in him, and we just got to be patient. And that kind of was his message. All right, that was his message. So that's cool, but like I said before, dude, he really he really did this to himself, honestly. And that's the bottom line. He really did this to himself. Some people behind the scenes, I'm not saying this is to be factual, but you hear his father was the one, kind of telling him, kind of maneuvering his career and all that. And that's why, what I'm saying, people just think about, people, father being in the air, but you got to have a good manager. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a really good manager to in this game. And not just because of the connections, and the connections is everything. I mean, you see how what's my man's name? That was George Camboso's Peter Kahn set him up for success. He was on Lion Killer podcast in an interview before too. And you seen how, Peter Kahn kind of set up you see how he kind of set up he set up George Camboso for success, and Camboso still fired his ass. And it's messed up. It truly is. It's a dirty game. It really is. It's a real dirty game in boxing, man. And like I said before, Andrade, it sounded like he just been mismaneuvered. I mean, you got to understand how much momentum Demetrius Andrade had on Friday Night Fights. I mean, he used the platform beautifully to catapult into superstardom, bro. Nobody utilized it. Nobody utilized that platform like he did. Nobody. And at the end of the day, what does he have? Honestly, at the end of the day, what does he have? He begged, he don't have a belt. That was his only leverage. You know what I'm saying? So just let you know, man, like, when you wrong skin color in boxing, or you got the wrong people in your ear, or you sign with the wrong person. There's so many pitfalls. There's so many pitfalls that could be made in boxing. So many. So many you can make in boxing, dude. And ultimately he made some bad decisions. That's what we can say. He done made some real bad decisions in his career. Real bad decisions. And now he's sitting here begging. Like, bro, if that was gonna be the case, you was gonna get brought right back to Al Heyman, dude. You should have just signed with Al Heyman to begin with. And kind of how, for those who don't know the story, kind of how it played out. It pretty much played out like, his fight Jermell Charlo defended his WBO belt. Jermell Charlo's getting more money than him. So then, Rock Nation apparently got in his ear and he pulled out the fight. It was really about Jamal making more than the champion, but you fighting on this platform as long as your money was right. But I understand, dude. You want to be respected as a champion, especially if you're going to get gypped. I definitely understand it. So I understood it, bro. So I ain't, it is what it is. It is what it is. He wanted to be respected. He wanted to be respected as a champion. So be it. And ever since then, his career ain't been right. Then he made some other bad decisions. He made some other bad decisions in his career. Um, he could have been had the WBO middleweight title. They gave him super champion status back at 54. He said the money wasn't good enough to fight Matt Korobov, who was with Rock Nation, who Al Heyman made Peter Quillen drop the belt, and that's what belt he was fighting for. So you talking about just being mismanaged, man. Nobody's been mismanaged like Demetrius Andrade. Nobody. But it says Demetrius Andrade wants Caleb Plant next, calls him out. It says that Demetrius Andrade has called out Caleb Sweet Hands Plant for his last for a fight following his 9th round knockout victory over Anthony Dirrell last Saturday night at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. So let's just see what he said. He said, we're stepping up to 168. Listen, he in there and had his game plan and strategy, and it took a long time. He finally found that spot. Dirrell wasn't looking for it to come, and he caught him clean, said Demetrius Andrade. The fight have about Caleb Plant's victory over Anthony Dirrell. He said, quote, I thought it was going to go 12 for sure, said Andrade. Asked if he expected to see knockout by Plant. Yeah, I would definitely like that fight with Plant. I want to get in the ring and get a little rust off. Then in 2023, get in there with Plant for sure. So he's still talking about tuning up and shit. I hate when people talking about, yeah, I'll fight him, but 2029, 2030, you know what I'm saying? Look here. Don't call me out if you ain't planning on fighting right now. But the way it's lining up, Plant ain't gonna come back till 2020, 30 anyway. So the way it's lining up, it don't really matter. He pretty much could knock his next. He said, I'm moving to 168, looking for those guys up there. Charlo, Caleb Plant. Well, Charlo ain't there yet. Dave Benavidez looking for someone that's doing something at the elite level like myself, and that's what I'm looking forward to, becoming a 3-divisional world champion 3 times. The whole thing is the whole shebang, said Andrade next. If he wants Plant, Charlo, Benavidez next, everybody up there. It's a great fight. Andrade against any of the last names is going to be good. They're all good stand-up fights, said Andrade. So, I mean, Al Heyman, don't even got a network right now. Probably can't say nothing, but I just don't see, them letting him in at the PBC side unless he look vulnerable. I don't even know what network he fighting on next. That's a question. What network is he fighting on next? Come on. What network is he fighting on next? We don't know. I know he said he messed with Dimitri Saucier, so maybe Showtime, but it don't sound like Steven Espinoza wanted nothing to do with him. So, I mean, like I said before, man, it's up to him. Yeah, but I don't see him going. I don't see there's no way for him to get in until he get beat and look very vulnerable. Then guys gonna start jumping in there with him, and that's the honest truth. That's what's gonna happen. And he made his bed for himself, bro. He made his bed for himself. Let's be real. He made his bed for himself. And you want to see his potential. You know what I'm saying? You want to see him do good, but it's just bad decision making. Bad decision making. Now he got money issues. I don't know. I don't know if he got money issues. But it's just that that whole class just going through it right now. Him, what Terrence Crawford going through, Gary Russell, just pretty much cursed. Crawford didn't have the best career, but had you asked somebody way back then, they wouldn't have said so. You'd have thought it would have been Demetrius Andrade or Gary Russell. So let you know the amateurs ain't everything. That's one thing I will. The amateurs ain't everything. It's not. You can be a tremendous amateur and not be a great pro. I'll say it again. You could be a tremendous amateur and not be a great pro. So just think about that for a minute. A lot of things got to go right. You know, you got to have the right management. You got to have the right promoter. You know, a number of things just got to go right. But for Andrade, the talent, you know, but not moving the right way. Not moving the right way. So, you know, ultimately, you know, I don't think we're gonna see the best of. I don't think we're gonna see the best of him. You know, like we should have, but plan ain't looking that way. Guarantee you that. And you know, he probably fight Andrade, but Al Heyman, it ain't in Al plan. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to notifications. We go live and drop a video. And then you want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Hit the link tree, man. Find me everywhere. I appreciate everybody to support the channel. One time, Goodfella TV. Peace.